that just out on the dock? What way was he? Okay, yeah, he's like this. And he had on 24 hook, tiny hook. But this thing, let's just see if we can get I mean, even just a, wait, do we already have a white bream for this challenge? It actually might not matter. Salmon spotted. All right, there's a perch. How many is that now? 4? It's funny, we already have the white bream. So this doesn't help us at all, most likely. Santiago's good. We're going to work on challenges. The orangey was spice and krill. Okay. Yo, Ias, thank you so much. You look younger and younger and sound older and older. That's a funny combo. Okay, so where was it, Military Hammer? What spot are we talking about? On the salmon corn. Okay, Discord. I'll check it out. Because that sounds like a good spot to go put M-Dog. Private message, okay. Oh, Razor, that's crazy. You're getting so close. That's the other thing I thought about doing on Santiago if we need to is... Alright, hey, we're getting some fish here at Mosquito. This is nice. We're up to 5. I wonder if we change our bait to red worm. Do y'all know if... I wonder if rough are biting at all in the normal rough spot over here. Like across from camp. Let's just see... We might need to go a little deeper than that. Let's try to prepare for this real quick. Maybe 150 even. We want to hit a rough. That's on the ground. Alright, that should be good. 6153 clip 12. Yo, what's up, Gray Fox? Oh, that's still 2. Alright, so let me see this message from my friend McCugan. Alright, 6153. Salmon. We've got some PVA and material, PVA information, corn, salmon. Looks like some nice F1s, some super freaks, none of them are too big, and then just random other stuff. Okay. 6153. I'll give it a try. Alright, so on this account, we start headed to, well, I guess let's make sure that we have... Oh, could this be a rough? Oh, where'd it go? Let's make sure that we actually have salmon stuff. And the specific PVA. I'll just go with what McCugan's using here. Alright, we do have all that. I'm assuming we don't have something like this PVA already made up. What it was. It probably would be like salmon copper. No, that's got all kinds of crazy stuff in it. I'm sure that would be good to use. But let's actually do what this was. So, salmon copper. I'm sure it's corn flour. And then it's corn. Corn feed 3 and 6. All right, this is probably a white bream or something. The way it was pushing up. Yeah, it's a white bream. Yeah, okay. We were really hoping to find a rough. And then, so corn 3 I have some of. Corn. You know, we could probably do rough at maybe Belaya if we needed to. Salmon and tuna. Salmon and tuna, we've got 3 and 6. Yeah, it looks like we've got enough of this stuff that we don't have to buy anything. We're good to go. Salmon. Okay. It's going to be white bream again. I can tell by the nibble. So maybe just straight off the dock we'll get lucky. What do we think the depth is here? Probably, let's sit it at 2 and see if that just gets close enough. We'll go 1.8 actually. Alright, let me see. What clip did we say? 6153. Somebody said in chat, right? Clip 12, okay. Yo, what's up, Deriza? Alright. Oh, crap. Clip 12. And it looks like you're just pretty much straight out, huh? Okay, so we're not... Yeah, we're right here. Alright, we'll start PVA and then we'll let the PVA run out. See how we do on an hour of this. Just trying to get all this out real quick, guys, and then I will catch up on chat. Or focus on coffee, something. Can we hit 1,000 silver at copper? That would be cool. Kind of want to try that orangey, but if this is so good, then we'll definitely start here. All right. Okay, chat. It's hard to see the bites, yeah. All right, we are touching bottom, so this is a good spot, but it's getting morning. I guess we don't have a Chinese sleeper. Can't we go get a Chinese sleeper, like just off the dock or something over there? Or next to the dock? While it's still morning. All right, first fish F1, by the way. Banana doesn't work for you. Yo, what's up, spotting? I don't know about, I would have to look it up. I have no idea the Vemba spot on Volkov. All right, let's see what we got here. Could it be a rough? Nope, it's another perch. Yo, what's up, Steelhead? Finished the challenges on M-Dog, and now we're just kind of chilling, going back through some of them on Santiago just for quote-unquote fun. Everything is so fun. Isn't this, I don't know. I feel like in here, we've been able to get sleepers, although we'll probably just get a perch right now, right? I might be wrong on the sleeper spot. Fishing challenges are fun with your friends. All right, well, at least we've got something to do on M-Dog, and we can just see what does look like the most fun. Yo, Common Carp, Bazoon, grats on your trophy, Common. Okay, I turned these volumes down so much I'm not hearing the bites now. 840 F1. Mirror. In the bend over there, McCugan. Oh. Ten fish at night task. Oh. Yo, that was definitely the most stressful task for me. The 10 fish at night. But it's only because of the like time restriction of feeling like, okay, I've got a couple minutes here to try to find a fish while it's nighttime. If it would be helpful, I'm happy to show you. I can make the screen a little bigger. I'm happy to show you the fish I ended up getting on M-Dog, but I don't really have specific tips for you. Just, you know, there's some pretty good posts out there that kind of lay out. You can get a lot of them done. Seversky, that pond area seems to be pretty good. All right, this is the bend, right? Wonder if you're talking about like around here. I'm not really sure, McCugan. There might be a specific spot, but let's just throw it in and see what happens here. I think that fish popped off. That one's on though. You're taking a break from the challenges. I can't blame you. In the weeds to your right. don't know that I've actually specifically fished here. You got the wackiest species for that challenge. Pelid, common mirror, Arctic char, grayling. Wow. Common minnow. Gotcha. Wait. Common minnow's not big enough though, right? Oh, are you talking about this challenge? You're probably talking about the one I'm working on now. I think for a second I thought you were talking about, I mean, for a minute I thought you were talking about the overnight one. Mostly a night thing. Okay, not the nighttime. Okay, I got you. I'm afraid of the dark, so I can't do that one. I like it. Oh, it just disappeared. Okay, let's think about... Wait, we don't have bleak yet. Is there a current bleak spot at Mosquito? Let's see. What am I looking for? Mosquito spots. Or we just go to Winding. Is that... I don't know about bleak, but I bet the Dace or whatever else is still popping off at... Oh yeah, bleak is at 7186. And it looks like fly is probably the answer. We might get a frog there too, chat. That could be huge. 7186. Or 7087. Thank you. Yo, what's up, Casavir? I mean, if we get frog, it's like, you know. The Volkov docks working for Bream and Ide, or what? 7186, and we've got fish on. I gotta turn the volume up. I'm not hearing these bites. I think that's a really nice F1, 2.6. And that's getting up there. Followed by a Super Freak. Oh, yeah. I think docks are working for bleak. Yeah, I think that's true. I think that's true. Okay. Let's see if we can, we know we can get a bleak. Let's see if we can find a stinking, frog. That would be crazy. I'm not going to try that for too long, because we don't need it necessarily, but that would be something. Spent a few hours chasing pike on Archie. Yeah, I haven't even thought about... I mean, pike on Archie is going to be a lot harder on Santiago because I can't use those... Wait, can I use the lure that's... Maybe I can use the lure, actually. Okay, so that puts us at 6. I mean, again, I think this is not frog time. Not that it's impossible, but frog's not likely this time of day. Let's just give it one more fish, and then maybe we'll go see if the cafe spot at... that's a bleak, 100%. It actually looks like a decent one. There we go. Man, I love how you can see it, huh? Oh, it's a little chub. Hey, we'll take that, guys. That's 7. Fastest way to farm silver. Oh man, you've taken a 4-year break? Holy cow. Well, first of all, be kind to yourself. It's going to take you a little bit of time just to catch up on everything, of like understanding kind of the different metas and what's going on. But the short answer is Norway and copper. If you already have carp setups that, well, first of all, they can't be carp setups. If you already have feeder or picker rods and 6,000 reels that are decently sized, you could go to copper. Well, I don't know what level you are to, actually. This all depends on what level. So never mind. There's so many factors, but a ton has changed. If it's been that long, you've never taken your Norway trips, and so if you can throw a couple gold at the game, you can make a ton of silver and have a lot of fun figuring out Norway on trips. And then copper's amazing. Yeah, I mean, my advice to you would be, you can get very inexpensive copper gear to start making tons of silver on copper. Take your Norway trips. You'll be able to purchase a completely decent copper setup. That's what I would suggest if you want to just jump right back in. Now everything will take a little bit of research. Worth watching a video or two on what you're going to be doing at Norway. Maybe check in a couple spots to see which lures are working the best right now. But you're going to make a ton of silver. You're going to catch fish you've never seen before. It's going to be so fun. That's what I would do. There's a million. I mean, this game has gotten so big. You can make a lot more gold these days than you used to be able to. Everything is a little bit more doable. Things that used to seem expensive aren't expensive anymore, but they have added more expensive things, if that makes sense. So the world is your oyster. Yeah, bear would be fine too. I mean, bear's not going to consistently be Norway or copper money, but you could have a ton of fun on bear right now. Even with the increased temps, people are still catching the trophy barbel and all that. Personally, if you're trying to get a good farm going, I would probably wait till temperatures settle at bear, but like I said, there are so many options. Okay, guys, let's go. Oh, you started playing during COVID? That's awesome. Well, if you do decide to really jump back in, I hope you enjoy your time. I think the game is in such a good place for new and returning players. And we're on the brink of something interesting. In a few weeks or months, whenever it actually releases, we're going to have the first American map coming out. American Pond. Will we go full bass, catfish, sunfish, crappie kind of stuff? For the first time, is that kind of stuff going to be in the game? You know, I cannot believe that we have just enough bleak for this order. I was actually really nervous about that. I don't know, but it is a very interesting time. You can make silver pretty easily now. XP comes a lot faster. I cannot believe how quickly Santiago has leveled as a leveling experiment. The baby F1. So, yeah, it's a good time to be playing. Very interesting. You can farm bear for copper. Totally. Yeah, totally. 4 years, Belaya almost looks the same, but it's very different. Yeah, it's true. We get fly fishing. I don't know if we'll ever get fly fishing. I mean, I do believe they're still working on it, but I think they've been working on it for a long time, and I think they're rightfully so. They don't want to release it until it's at the level they want it to be. So we'll see. I think that fly fishing was expected to be released back when Belaya came out. Once again, when Yama came out, I think it's been on the brink. And it's just never gotten quite to where they wanted it to, and so they've pulled it back. At this point, I'll believe it when I see it. They have definitely confirmed, from my understanding, on German or Russian language streams. They have confirmed that it's still in the works. I do believe that's true. But I don't think it's coming now. All right, there's our dace. So is there something else that we think we'll catch here? I mean, I just really wanted to get the dace real quick. Maybe we just look at the maps and... Oh, let's go. I know where I want to go. Is Seversky with mayfly or whatever, is it just as good just to go fish off the dock? Or should we look up one of those specific places just to get a couple of the, whatever, Sichel, a Shemaya or something? It's a meme in this channel, for sure. It's a meme at Mosquito. And that's 8. We're so close now. I guess if we could get one more, but I don't know that there's another fish. Oh, could we get a gudgeon? We could do a gudgeon, right? And gudgeon were biting in this. Gudgeon were actually in this spot, right? Just throw a red worm on there. When you say, yeah, we probably, wait, have we done Tench? I mean, if we haven't, we certainly could do Tench. I was just going to go finish some stuff off. I mean, we're so close now. No, you're right. We haven't done Tench. That would be a totally doable one though, wouldn't it? When you say bridge, Fallen Knight, Bark Beetle works good? Okay. Oh, is Gudgeon lower? Is Gudgeon lower, Cassavir? Good call. Good call, my friend. Oh, there you go. Deriza is... Oh, that's true. We could also do the trophy thing. Where is my... Is this a gudgeon already? I think it is. Holy cow. Where is my sticky note? Okay, 26,142. What depth are you at? The bridge on is good for Sichel, Terran, and others. Oh, I got you. Extremely hard to get a decent stage, sink lines, and wet flies. One meter or 1 centimeter? Probably 1 meter. You're at 80. Okay. Active to level up bottom fishing? Oh man. You just reached 60%? Trying to think what 60% involves. That's pre-spod, right? Maybe. Oh, yeah, Crucian Gibble trophies, Bream. Copper with ground bait, McCugan? Is that working pretty good? 26,142. Holy cow, where's 26,142? Oh my goodness. Yeah, spod might be 70. You're not a twinker, Razor? Smart man. So the short clip spots, you don't need spod. You just throw some ground bait in. Well, they don't, I don't think at 60% they have spod or spawn. But they could throw in some ground bait by hand, or they could put in some oilies or pellets or something just to get the food, the area activated. I would say this spot right here might be worth trying. If it's this good a bite rate on PVA, you know, even without spot, you're probably catching fish as long as you put some ground bait and some, I don't know, pellets or boilies or something in the water just to get those carp stirred up. Oh, wrong bait, right? What did y'all say, bark beetle? I'm at 6153. What am I at, chat? Clip 12 or something? I think it's clip 12. What's up, crazy? Okay, so when you say bridge, do you mean that... I'm trying to think, where is there a bridge? Do you mean the spot at the end, the incomplete bridge that you like ride your boat to? Is that what you were talking about with the Sitchell and the Rudd and stuff? What's up, Ramathor? How are you today? Fallen Knight, is that what you were talking about? The bridge at, oh, boat station. Gotcha. Yo, that's spooky. Am I not using the right bait? Should I go 22 mayfly or something? That feels spooky to me. 24 hook, bark beetle at Seversky and not have a nibble? But yeah, Crucian Gibble trophies also always a good way to level up your bottom fishing. Bream fishing always a good way to level up your bottom fishing. Bear's been pretty active. I think with ground bait you might be able to make something work, especially if the temperatures come back down. Oh, I've got a fish on. I didn't even realize it. That's a sunfish too. That's big time. All right, guys, that puts us at 10. You're using a Suraworm. I gotta buy some of those. Hold on. Let me just get like 5 of them or something from my benefactor, M-Dog. See what we catch. Of course you helped. You are such a helper. There is a bridge completely upriver. I'm using salmon, corn salmon dip, and I am using a salmon PVA. Obviously, that's probably not going to help you, but... No, I got it. I got it. Let me just see, just see if I can get a nibble. You think I need a larger hook? Is that a thing? I also feel like it's just floating away from me. Let me just keep it closer to the shore and see what happens. We're getting so close on this challenge, chat. I can just feel it. You know what I'm tempted to do? And I don't know, this is probably a little weird, but if we get this done, or if we just catch another fish species and want to take a break because it's getting really close to nighttime, I'm thinking about like, do I just go try to set up wacky rigs real quick? Is this just pumpkin seed? Surely not. Try 16 hook. Now remember, I've got a tiny, tiny leader because of the challenge we're doing. I don't want to, but I will. I'll try it. For you, chat, I'll try it. Get that 350. That'd be something, wouldn't it? At nighttime, put on a wacky rig and just go drift in the boat. You know? Just see if we get a lucky nighttime fish. Oh, you can't just drift, Razor? Is drifting dead for wacky? I thought we could just drift it up. You're here for sunfish? Interesting. It makes me so sad. I mean, the drifting days, I loved the drifting days. That was like, to me, some of the best streaming content too. Because I didn't really fish at this map very much. But if I could come just like drift, and there's like, you know, 15 different species theoretically you could catch. So you're getting a huge variation. I just thought it was so fun. I feel like we need to run back to boat dock. I just have this feeling that we will catch some kind of like Sichel or Shemaya or something just right off the boat dock. That's true. Drifting for cats. The best way to fish for cats, like bar none. By the way, not just at Tuba, also at, you know, that other place that sells the alcohol and the tambourines. I'm on gudgeon depth. What is Shemaya depth? About to gudgeon you to death. Just kidding. 80. Same. Okay, so drifting did work for you. And you got Xander, Burbot, and Wild Carp. Nice. Well, so I guess the theory then is, would it just work better to just like, you know, cast your wacky setup? I don't know. That just would be so sad. But yo, C, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today. Glad you stopped by. If you jig with one rod, it's more effective. Even here at Seversky, is this a place people jig? I guess that makes sense. There's enough species here. Super freak. Drifting is a lot more fun. Put your ultralight on 1 to 3 speed and then pull it towards you with the current. What species am I looking for? Really anything that I haven't already caught. We're just going around to different water bodies trying to finish off this 12 with telescopic rod and tiny line. I thought Mayfly was the Seversky killer. Is that a different week? You need help for the pike? Yeah, a lot of people are trying to get that pike right now. It's tough. Yeah, throw it. Yeah. I got you. Yeah, I got you, Razor. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Oh, try a maggot. Okay, before we leave, let's try a maggot. I mean, like, we are in prime fishing time, and we're not catching anything. Or caster. Ooh, quick bite. Hey, maybe this will be something different. Is McCugan gonna... Whoa. Whoa now. A Rudd? Yeah, I feel like that might be what I have to do on Santiago, just not having the jerk stuff available. And I'm not sure about trolling Archie. Really, our setups just aren't as strong on Santiago. That seems like a pretty scary thing. I don't know. Guess we're going to have to do it anyway if we want to chase those salmon around. Probably ought to go ahead and do that just in case we get a super lucky, a small Terran. How would I get a Terran? Took you about 50 bleak. Nice. I went through a lot of, oh, I'm probably too big a hook, right? What am I trying to say? I went through a lot of bleak on my main account, and then I ended up getting on Archie anyway, but, you know, it's just that RNG. Another really healthy F1 here. 2.9866. Hello? Holy cow. That's crazy. No, should I be at 1 meter depth? I've gone back and forth between 80 and 1. 80 and 1, 80 and 1, 80 and 1, over and over. That F1 is crazy. It's like so close. You got a 50 Baltic? Is that recent? I was so relieved to not see any Baltic, at least when I was on my main account. Sitchel? That same bait? I don't know that I can cast very far with this thing, unfortunately. 1.2. Yeah, we got that. Maggot did work for sure. Oh, wait, this is probably Sitchel, right? Oh, your fella tricked me. I got tricked. Scammed. All right, Cassivier. Thank you, thank you. Should be, I think I'm going to stream tomorrow afternoon. You don't make it back today. Still at 23 PVA, but we have gone through them pretty quick. It's a good bite right here. All right, all right. I think this is it, and it's a chunky monkey, but we're going to get it out of the water, and we're going to feel good about it. All right, chat. Good job. All right, McHugan. Well done. Well done. Yeah, y'all have to let me know how the Q&A goes. I won't be available during the Q&A, but when I stream, when I do get home, I will be very excited to hear if any of y'all are able to report on what the Q&A talks about. We could even do maybe like a reaction video to some of the Q&A. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Oh, guys. I did not love this challenge. Medium light, light, or ultralight spinning. We have the spinning set up. Our best bet's going to be this one. We've kind of already got the perfect reel for it. We need to put on that exactly 5 kilo line. That's a little scary because it's small, right? That's only... Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. All right, so you're saying use the braid though? And we'll probably end up at Corey. So we actually want a really big leader, don't we? I say really big. You know, we want a little bit pike-proof it. Okay, so what I'm thinking about though is let's go to Sura and see if we can get lucky on a small Xander. When I say small, I mean 2 kilos exactly. Wait, Belaya? Sura or Volkov is probably the one we want to do at night, right? I wish we could do Texas. Your Texas trick was much appreciated on M-Dog, but we have not unlocked Texas yet. No Texas here. Are you talking about this one that I'm on? You don't know if you can do this one that I'm on? What is this little fella that's 75% off? That's such a cute... It looks like an old school in some ways, but... 4.5, that's not bad. You throw on... I mean, this is perfect for this challenge we're working on, by the way. If you're just trying to find the perfect on-sale reel for what we're about to do. All right, 5 kilos. I'm already don't remember. Oh, this is what it is, huh? Yeah, let's go black. As if this challenge isn't hard enough, let's use black line. For point. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can return this. Let me see what you used. Um, 5 kilo ultra. So that means you got, I hate this green, by the way. I can't tell you how bad I wish this came in 5. That would be so fun. Oh, 100 meters, yeah. No, nah, you don't need to send anything. I mean, what were you going to send? I'm actually just curious, Razor. It's not that you're not allowed to. I would just say there's no need to. Because I can send stuff to Santiago from my main account, you know? I don't care if you do. You're not going to offend me. I still have premium, so I can always send it back if I need to, or I can send it to MDog if I don't want it to stay on Santiago. I'm not a returner of gifts. Green is the color of hope. All right, so it's got to be ultra, so I guess we go with this. Oh, that's 5.4. Oh, you said just type ultra. You said 100 meter, didn't you? I'm catching up eventually. All right, ultra braid, 100 meter. Wait. I'm doing something wrong, aren't I? What am I doing wrong? I was looking at braided. Are you talking about mono? Yo, Casca, greetings. Welcome. Is anything biting? Of course. So much is biting. We actually have a really nice bite rate at copper right now. Well, salmon stuff at 61.53. Ultra is mono. Yeah, I mean, you might be talking about the ultra mono. It does come in 5. Copper only? No, fish are biting in every water body. I just don't know all the spots for you, unfortunately. So what do you think, guys? Blue is my favorite color. Do we go ultra mono or do we go black braid? Braid should cast a little better, right? Okay. Well, let me see. Let me see if I already have some line on. I already have a 5 kilo line exactly on MDog. I will send it to Santiago Razor. That way, we do not disturb your sleep this night. That you can sleep good and feel good about the decisions we've made on Santiago. You know what I mean? And we're gonna do this one right here. This is perfect. This is perfect. You know what? You had a really good idea. I got to give credit to Razor. Really good idea. Now if I can find it. Nighttime's going to be over, by the way, by the time we get out there. But that's okay. We're you know, we'll get them next night. So we can do jigging. Jigging or three-way chat? What do y'all think? I think jigging. Does anybody have a suggestion for a soft lure that might catch a 2 kilo? I mean, what am I saying? We're always probably starting with this. Oh, it's too heavy. I think I have the provoker. Yes. If somebody can go ahead and spray that, whatever that scent is that we spray that, you know, gets rid of the catfish, y'all could go ahead and start spraying that for me. I appreciate it. We're going to go in the nice boat because, let's face it, Santiago living the life of luxury these days. You got a fish or two on? Yeah, it's so true. Stand up, Santiago. Don't let him push you around. You got to stand up. What is this coming out of the depths? Mirror carp? Get that mirror carp in here. I don't have time for your 12-kilo mirror carp. Copper. 12.9. Pretty good at this game, chat. This game of guessing sizes. All right, here we go. You took the wrong one, the one that attracts them. Yeah, that is. I mean, I have made that mistake before, Droz. That's a hard one to recover from, though. We're still spinning over here. I think I've ever spun this long in my life on one of these boats. Holy cow. So you need a spinning rod or a bait casting rod with a load capacity over 5. On the spinning side, that should be pretty cheap. And then any reel will actually work. It's just more about the line size. Now, you might not want to damage a nicer reel, but you could probably, I know that silver is not your friend, but you could probably find something pretty inexpensive. Just look at the load capacity and look at the test. That's what I would encourage, is just consider the load capacity in the test. But when 5 is your limit, you're already looking at pretty light stuff. But remember, it just is about the line restrictions. So if you already have any kind of spinning rod that's over 5 kilo load capacity, you make yourself eligible by adjusting your line strength, not by the strength of your gear. Wait, Razor, you would jig back up the river and let the current bring it towards you? Trying to think if I've ever tried it that way. Does that change? Oh, I'm not sure about an asp spot. Does that change your speed or how the jig step works at all, or is it just kind of the same thing? That's interesting. Oh, I'm sorry, Teresa. I forgot it has to be medium light. Medium light's probably going to be the cheapest of the three. I'd have to look at the store. I forgot about that. I'm sorry, Teresa. You're right. There are some restrictions. That does make it a little more expensive. You have to reel in more per jig because of the slack from current. All right, chat. I'm not sure. I think this is going to be... Oh, guys, this is off by like a minute or two, I think, from counting for the overnight. Right? Doesn't it stop at 4? And this hooked on at like 4:02? Oh. This could have been one of our overnight fish for later, you know? Well, it's always interesting to look, Doriza. You're probably not the only one thinking about that. Oh yeah, I definitely think, I agree, McHugan. This is not a cat, this is a Xander. And I think we'll eventually get it out. I mean, even if we have to like unanchor and drift. Let it wear itself out. As long as it's not real big, it will get tired before too long. I don't think it's so heavy that like we're actually going to struggle to lift it up. I think it's just fighting against us pretty aggressively still. Well, that's true. That's a nice thing to wish for. Remember, when you've got stuff set up like this, you cannot lock it up because you've got... Well, I guess you can if you want. Your line is still the weakest thing. But the leader is oversized is what I was thinking about. Yeah, that's so true, Razor. If it's a big fish, there are times that I will, you know, take the anchor up, drift down to the other side of the fish, and then just let the current help me. I do like doing that. I don't know that this fish requires that. I literally think we're fine except for the strength of the fish. So once it gets tired, we're good, but... But for sure for those nasty catfish. I mean, remember, we're using a 5-kilo line. This is either like a tiny catfish, which I don't think it is, or it's a nice little Xander. And obviously there are other things that we could catch here besides the Xander. I don't know that it's worth spending time though. Alright, that's a little unfortunate. I would have taken another half-hour fight for another 1.5 kilos on that guy. Okay, so... I'm actually thinking about Volkov next. Or we could do Belaya next. What are we going to catch at Belaya? Is Belaya active right now? Let me pull up Belaya, see if there's a spinning spot that people are saying, yo, do this with this. Because, I mean, obviously, this challenge is made for Belaya. There's just not that many fish species we're likely to get. Another beautiful F1. These guys, these 2.8 F1s, 2.9 F1s, obviously, we'd love to see one like actually break the trophy threshold, but either way, they're just so pretty, and they are great silver XP, especially compared to the effort of getting them in. So I'm thinking about, oh yeah, I know what I'm thinking about. pretty warm on Belaya. And we do need it to be 2 kilos, which... Oh, burbot at night. I like that. Let's see. Oh, I have not seen... Yeah, there's not a lot of posts. I mean, if you go back 4 days ago, you've got the, you know, brown trout talk. So you could probably cast a lure at that spot. Yeah, I wonder if that spot's still active, though, Blunty. That's what I'm trying to figure out. There definitely are species there to help. All right, let's go to the RF4 Discord, and let's kick on Belaya, and let's see if there's been any recent updates. Somebody called a burbot on a spinner at Belaya. That's funny. I'm seeing a lot of float fishing, which makes sense. There's a lot of... float fishing. All right, this is 2 days ago, 71.38. Brown trout, grayling. 71.38. I guess let's just go there and try for a minute. And if we're not catching anything, we'll go troll around Volkov a little bit or something. Kind of saving Cory. We know we can get a couple at Cory without breaking a sweat, but 71.38. Wait. Oh yeah. My brain was backwards there for a minute, chat. That was kind of wild. That was kind of wild. We're so much less likely to get pike. I think we come back down to a much more reasonable size here. All right. Let's start off at 25. We can speed up and we'll see how it goes. Using that black braided line for Belaya. Another nice F1, y'all. Alright, so we're catching a fish. That's a good sign. Let's see what it is. It's a grayling. Are we hitting a 2 kilo grayling? Probably not, but we also just don't want to sit here casting stuff, not catching anything, right? What is this? Mr. Copper? Super freak. Yeah, remember, I can't use the popper. A lot of this stuff would be easier if I could use the popper. Oh yeah, Cory's not a problem, but we're going to need stuff besides Cory, so I'm kind of saving Cory for now at least. Now, you never know, you could get like a surprise fish at Cory, so I won't save it forever. You could see a rainbow or a, you know, Savan even. You could surprise yourself, but kind of want to get a second setup out for Cory when we do that. Yeah, that's true. When does that one come up? Oh, I've already done it. We're done with normal. All right, is this even a kilo? It's a brown trout. No, it's not a kilo. I mean, Belaya needs to be pretty healthy, right? For us to get fish that are big enough for this. All right, hey, we're out of PVA. That means bite rate might pick way up. Yeah, wait, 61.53? Yes, that is correct. Yo, what's up, Mojo? Lose a spoon on Corey. Yo, day's good. Yeah, day's good. Happy to have a weekend. My wife and I are dog sitting for some people tonight, starting tonight. So after I stream, I'm gonna finish getting packed up and go hang out with her and somebody else's dogs. Yo, thanks, Razor. It actually is fun. It's just chill. Take my laptop, a couple board games, we'll read, just kind of hang out. It's fun. All right, we probably ought to throw the 16 a couple times, given that it is overcast and raining. Maybe we should also try the handmade. What do y'all think? That black handmade, would this be a good time to try that? I'm gonna cast it one time. Maybe it's daytime though. Maybe this isn't the perfect time. I don't know. Let's try that 16 if this doesn't catch something. Oh. That did work. Spinner 1004. Yeah, that's what I tried. So we know that's working. I might come back to it. Let's see how the 16's doing though with this weather. Wow. Right now, the bite rate is great. To get to the size we need, I don't know, but salmon, yeah, salmon, salmon corn, salmon dip, and we're all out of PVA, but the PVA had corn and salmon stuff on there. And we're at 63 fish in the last hour and 4 minutes. We have unfortunately not hit the F1 trophy, but it definitely seems like F1 trophies will be coming out of this spot. I'm sure they have been already. Is Cream still working on the bucket? That I don't know. That I don't know. So, Daluse, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. Anything else we want to try in the rain? Of what we have, at least. We'll throw in a killer one time. Yep, sorry, no lurk bait today. Maybe tomorrow afternoon, we'll see. Oh, am I having stream stuttering again today? What's up, Perch? Sorry if my stream is stuttering. It stuttered a lot yesterday. We've had some storms coming through. I don't know if that's been related to it. Yesterday especially, the storms were really bad. Now today, it's not supposed to get bad till later, but maybe the storms are hitting places that matter down the line. Let me see what it's telling me on my... Oh, yeah. Definitely on my end. Yeah, we're getting some... We're getting some drop frames. My guess is it's weather related, but I could be wrong. Let's see here. All right, let's go back to the handmade. Let's throw this a few times, just see kind of what results we get. Down the line. Is that a common? Yeah. Sometimes those 3 kilo commons look like they might be F1s for a second. What size hook are we running on this? A Rage 8. That's good. It's good. We could go like a 6. Try to hit that 2 kilo mark, but... For the most part, the stream looks like, at least right now, it's back to a pretty good, healthy spot on the frames, but I would not be surprised if it continues to go up and down. Yeah, 61.53, yeah. It's worth doing an hour of for sure. And hopefully, Perch, you'll be lucky and hit that F1 trophy, because that's going to push this spot to, like, you know, 1,000 silver an hour territory. Yo, Coolius, nice trophy, redfish. Braves just cut Kimbrel. Wait, what was he there for, like 48 hours? They brought him in just to confirm that he really was as old as his birth certificate said. What's the deal? Denmark is playing against Northern Ireland in football. Yo, hope it goes well, McCugan. Thanks for hanging out. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow. Yep, he really is that age. Still hard to compete with a spiker, isn't it? It is getting to be that time of day, though. The natural slowdown. But we wouldn't expect it to slow this much down. We would still hope to have a few bites here and there. What's up, left? No lurk bait today. Maybe lurk bait again tomorrow, though. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll do a lurk bait prize tomorrow if I remember. No, we're not going to do that today either. I may do that tomorrow afternoon if we can come up with a fun competition to run. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow afternoon. How much time do we have on this premium? 3 days? Okay. And we have that 3-day thing we can activate at the end of that too, from finishing all the normal ones. Especially if I work on this off stream, Santiago might be able to get through some of these premium challenges. Yeah, at this point we are no PVA and we are still getting insane bite rate. Might be one of those serious super freaks. Let's get ahead of this fella. How do I activate my 3 days? You go to your gifts, find your thing and click on it or whatever. How many hours has it been since PVA finished? I think we're still in that like window of this being a very nicely fed spot. But I bet by the 2 hour mark, hour and 45, 2 hour, we'll see a big slowdown. Oh crap. Don't do that to me. I had you coming in. Are you going to activate it, Deriza? Always good to activate it at a time when you know that you're going to have a lot of time to play over the next 3 days. Especially when you're working on challenges. That's pretty nice. 12.5 super. My goodness. Trying to get the golden tench. Ooh, I guess I pulled that too early. It wasn't very big, but what if it was an F1? Decided to pop right off. Yo, Tho, it's going good. How are you doing? Fishing's very good at copper. And we've made some progress on these challenges. It's a little leather, isn't it? Pretty nice. Trying to get a black buffalo. Nice. Oh, and you're close to 100%. Is the bite rate good on the buffalo? That sounds like a nice spot to level up bottom fishing then. Do a lot worse than a nice buffalo spot. Somebody was trying to get me, was it you, Razor? Do buffalo or wild carp or something. You've had it, but you've had one. You've had 3. That's amazing. I love buffalo spots that give you black buffalo chances. That's great. Was it you? Somebody was talking about it recently. They really wanted me to take my main to Tuba to fish for buffalo and wild carp. And it's not that it was a bad idea. It was a great idea. I just didn't feel like it. I just wanted to do copper, I think. This was either yesterday or the day before. This is the only rod I have that counts for this, right? Oh! Well, I would rather have a spot that had a chance of black buffalo, not a spot that has, I need to remember I've got that Lacerti on there. Wait, can't we use the... Why can't we use it? And where is it? Oh, I can't use it because it's on something. What is it? What is it on? Oh, is it on one of these? Oh, I bet it's on this. Okay, hold everything. We don't actually want to put that on there. Can we put this on this? Of course not, because it's ultralight. Duh. I knew that. I would have gotten there eventually. This is light, but it doesn't have the right load capacity. Oh, this is the answer. But this is the answer. It already has 5 kilo line. Oh, this is perfect. And we probably want to make another 19. Okay. Perfect, guys. Now we can really be miserable. Wait. No, we can't. No, we can't. It's medium. We can't do it. Gotta be medium light, right? Think about trolling on Volkov and or Corey. Oh, yeah. Light. Sorry. I saw the medium. Yes, you're right. It's not the action, it's the... Yeah, we're good. We're perfect. Okay. So... We do need another 19 kilo leader, though. We're not going to go anything less than 19. And even 19 will, might get bit off. All right, so obviously the problem with No, this isn't for Belaya. This is for Volkov and Corey. Just see what we catch. Just see what we catch for a little bit. I kind of want to put something. Maybe we try this. Not exactly what I was thinking, but I think that's fine. Love these cheap boat rentals. Best. My goodness, something is burning over here. No, this does not feel like a Super Freak, but maybe it is. All right, we're gonna start. We're gonna start trolling, but we're not putting our lines out yet because we're not gonna get into the situation where we have a burner on at Copper and then throw in our 5 kilo lines at Volkov. That's insane. Trying to just get past this fish so it maybe doesn't go any farther than... Guys, I don't know how I didn't break that, but we didn't break it, so we'll celebrate. This mouse wheel's worse than my main mouse wheel. My bad luck still going on 3 years later. Have rods in water since you told me the spot. No bite. Wait. Are you using PVA perch? You're fishing in this spot at Copper with salmon, corn, dip, and PVA, and you're not catching any fish? I just can't imagine how that's possible. I know we've done this before on spots that are just as good as this one. And I just don't... It actually just baffles me. Like, that has to be... Something has to be going on with your account or your connection or... I mean, I don't know why it would just impact Copper. But that is spooky weird. Like, real spooky weird. That was like me for last night. It was... Really? Okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's not as spooky weird as I think, but it seems spooky weird. Yeah, I mean, I get... it, but it's one thing to not be getting like as good a results. You know, there's certainly RNG and there's other stuff. You might be using just slightly different stuff or whatever. But to like be in the same spot and just not be catching fish, I just don't know how that's possible. I know this would be a little bit of work, Perch, and maybe maybe you have information that would keep you from being willing to do this. I think I would be tempted to create a video of me fishing in that spot with a streamer at the same time, live, fishing in the same spot, and just send it to somebody and just be like, hey, could you just look into this for me? Like, something seems to clearly be blocked or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just we're catching, I didn't have it's like M-Dog made 1,000 silver and I only made 400. Like, that's one thing. That happens. But to be like, no, there's actually no fish in the water for me in this spot. I don't know. That would just bother me so much. This is probably a pike, and we're probably about to lose the lure. But I don't know what we've hooked. I mean, remember, this is very small line, so it's not as impressive as it seems. But it might be 2 kilo, and that's all we need. You think it's 4 kilo at least? And we're going to be dragging this little perch or Vendus or whatever this is for a while, but I'm not picking it up with something like this on. Yeah, it is faster in the boat. If that continues, we're going to have to get tricky, and that never goes well. I think we might be able to keep up with it. I don't know. I'm not going right at it yet. We can try that. I'm trying to, like, do too many things at once here. Let's turn the boat a little more straight for it. Obviously, you don't want to, like, run the fish over, but we're in no danger of that because it is a little faster in what we're doing. We're getting line back, though. I think we're going to be okay here. Oh, it was pike. It's definitely pike, chat. It popped it. We need to make another leader, and I think we just go replace that lure. I mean, that lure is so good. I don't want to be out here and not using that lure. Yeah, the only thing we could do is if we want to go to even bigger leader size, but we could also just not put our lines in the water till we get past that pike spot, that pike zone. That small pike hanging on, yeah. We're lucky we didn't lose 2 lures. That would have been a lot. Yes, we are using carbon leaders. We're definitely not using steel. 100%. Yo, Carrot, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Really appreciate that. Welcome in. W for Carrot Psycho. Are you saying that for this challenge you can use a leader that exceeds 5K? Yes, that's correct. So, like, we've been using 19. You just got to make sure your line is 5. That's what it's measuring. That's what it's measuring. So you have a chance against the pike. You could even go 35. Probably a lot of people would say go 35 here at Volkov, but I'm a little stubborn. Maybe I go 22. I want to keep that really nice bite rate. And I also want to have a chance to not get eaten by pike. The problem is a pike that size, let's say that was a 4 kilo pike. It's dragging us across the lake or the river, so at some point it probably is going to bite through our line because we don't have the power to get it in. High risk, high reward, that's exactly right. Oh yeah, if you want to go 55, you're good. Not biting through that 55. Some people swear by, is it 28, 22? Some people swear by that too, but I think anything can get bitten through. It's just like the larger you get, the lower the chance. And then at some point, you just about remove the chance. Wait, what do we have? Nothing. Yeah, but I guarantee you points would not matter in this copper spot to that degree. I mean, we could go there with Santiago. We could not have points. We could use SPOD instead of PVA. There's no way. It would be impossible for me to recreate what is happening to Perch on my account, I think. Yo, what's your in-game name, Carrot Psycho? Is it the same? Is this you? What level are you, Carrot Psycho? Wait, what? Is this you? You're not online? Oh, it's your second account. Okay. You've caught 30 fish with ground bait? There you go. Oh, you want it to your primary. Is that what you're saying? I'm so confused. You want it to... You don't know? Oh, I'm not spelling this right. All right, let's see how long we've been here. We're closing in on 100 fish. Hour 33. Yeah, this is going to slow down. I mean, it's about to be overnight too, but... what am I looking for? Replacing my spiker. Probably ought to just get 2 of them. And I'm going to try 19 again. I think if it happens again, it happens so quickly. If it happens again, I'll probably switch to at least 28. Has anybody caught a burbot at Volkov? Yo, I had fun on Dune last night with Artrex, by the way. I was not sure how much it was going to be, how fun I would have, but it ended up being a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I like the Dune world, though, so that helps. I mean, it just feels like, if you've played Conan, I mean, it just feels like another well-done survival game to me. No worries, no worries. Yo, nice bream. So you did Deriza? Where do you remember the spot? Or Valentine, do you remember the spot? I was just thinking about once it gets to be nighttime, 11 p.m., I might just turn one of these into a jigging rig and just see what happens. Why does it feel like my boat's stopping? Wait, what is this for, Razor? Am I supposed to put that on the spiker? Three-meter hole. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I was more talking about jigging for it in one of these holes where you might get a Xander, might get a burbot. I guess we don't need Xander, though, so... Oh, yes, we do, because that one came in. It was already after nighttime, wasn't it? Alright, here we are. Yes, I need 2 kilo fish. Are you wanting me to replace the spinnerbait with that? Let me see, what size did you send me? Treble 2? You want me to put a large 2... Where are my lures? On this spiker? Wow. That is a flex. Oh, okay. Yeah, y'all are talking about for bottom fishing. Sorry, I should have clarified what I meant. I wasn't... Holy cow. I think I need to move the clip in a little bit. We're going to end up getting in trouble. Is that a chub? Is it 2 kilos? Or even 1 kilo? It hit after nighttime. Wait a minute. Why didn't that count? What am I not remembering? We just went through Chub Central. Why didn't that count? Oh, can't do it at Volkov. Can't do it at Volkov. Thank you. Yeah, so the thing we're going for is fine. It just needs to be 2 kilos. But for the nighttime, we're wasting our time at Volkov for nighttime stuff. So good thing I didn't get into a really deep... Holy cow. I think it popped off. Do y'all think it popped off? Okay, we're okay. Didn't break anything, so we're happy. We're happy. Is that a 12.5 minute thrash? I haven't done the I haven't done the math. Is that what it is? 12.5 minutes to go from 11 to 4 a.m. It's not fun. I know that. Can confirm. Not very fun. Two and a half minutes per 1 game hour. Gotcha. So 24, 48, 60. Top water. Yeah, I might try that on Santiago this time, Valentine. I never ended up doing that. Or on M-Dog. Kind of wish I would have tried that, but we ended up getting it other ways, so it was fine. But I think that's a cool idea. This Pomar catching some chub, by the way. We don't have a chub for this, right? No, it's just Xander. Okay. Da 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 da. It's too small. Alright, so let's go see. Cafe. Because we're not catching tench, that is a very sad cafe at Copper for us. And fish market. Oh, we did go 1,000 silver. In fact, we went 1,625 silver. Holy cow. Now we went through about 200 pieces of salmon corn, some dip, and 60 pieces of PVA, but that is going to be a massive profit. Those Super Freaks and F1s, holy cow. 1,600. You just got 2 trophy Donitz Rough? Where at? That's amazing. I've never heard of such a thing. Unfriended. Compost. So that's redworm, right? Just regular redworm? At Winding. Wow. That's a fat looking chub, but still not big enough, right? Oh my goodness. Oh, Droz, nice carp. Well, if anybody needs to catch a chub for some reason, this seems to be working. Trying to get the Starvus Mirror Trophy. Well, that's a nice fish to have in the meantime. $25-kilo cat trolling Archie. What in the world? Around the center? You mean like between the islands? Yeah, that would be another good spot to try. Are we still on chub or something else? That looks like something else. Full-eyed. Just one, like, surprise salmon or an asp would go hard here. Just something like that would be cool. Just to make us feel like we're one more fish ahead of the game. got a train coming. There she is. Train still running. I knew something would happen on the turn. Come on, be a chub and finally be the right size. Oh, that's right. It's got to be 2 kilos. I'm still getting it confused in my mind. I'm still getting it confused in my mind. My fault, chat. We're okay. So that means any fish that is big enough for us on this challenge, we're going to have to chase for a while. Unless it's like a 2 kilo, you know, Greenland shark or something. I'll try the center next time, Razor. I'm not going to go that much longer here. I got to go pack and get ready. What do you think, Razor? Wouldn't you say bucket? Bucket on cream? I mean, there was that other spot that was about krill and spices or something. I don't think that was like a super high bite rate spot. Yeah, if I had time, if I was going to stream longer, I would try that spot next. Thank you for sharing that, Killa, in chat. But, you know, 2 hours on this spot, you expect it's going to slow down. Still doing fine, though. Still getting some nice C2s, and we have not put any new PVA or spot or anything in there. That's crazy, Perch. You're not catching the F1s and the C2s? That is the whole point of that spot. It's like it's specific species. I don't know. That's just... I'd have to start a new account. I don't know. I don't know. That's tough. That's a tough one. It's crazy. I mean, you could have an alt account and you could go there and you would have a completely different experience. Oh, nice, Razor. Oh, and you in Houston? Interesting. How many missions do I have left? This one, Bream, Pumpkin Seed, 10 at night, Rudd or Sitchell. Some of the long ones, like the Whitefish, Burbot or Asp, Sura, Telestick, Salmon, Pike, 15 fish on Worm, 2 trophies on Ultra Rod. Yeah, I don't even know if you go for Asp. Do you just go for Burbot? Nice perch. You can tell it's 8 o'clock in the morning. All of a sudden the fish turned back on. What are you fishing for? I'm kind of just scouting out Volkov, see when I keep working on this challenge, is it worth doing it here? Or is it better odds of just like sticking it out at Belaya and Quarry? I tried this a little bit my first time through on M-Dog. And I feel like I had a hard time getting 2 kilo fish, but we could try, you know, I could try putting different like spoons and stuff on. I'm running out of time for a stream today, so I'm just gonna let these sit for another minute and then we'll start wrapping up. Oh, first F1 of the day since we sold fish. You're gonna go beluga, nice. Yeah, good luck indeed. Ooh, wow. Okay. Any advice on catching 4.5 Xander and Sura? I would. For me, it was just jig rig on Santiago. Most recently, it was just jig rig with green foam. Now I did do Texas rig with green foam on my main account, but on Santiago, we got a trophy just on the green foam. So I mean, it's doable. Just you got to get that lucky fish, you know. Gotta get the lucky one. Can I find the cafe entrance? No way! We perfectly had the chub order. That is crazy. All we're catching is chub out here. Alright. I'm out of here, good people. Hope to see you tomorrow. Just got lucky indeed. I hit a trophy pike. Oh, nice, Nam. That's awesome. Wow, the 10 kilo pike took me 20 plus hours. Wow. Thank y'all for hanging out. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow.